Welcome to Pine Cove Farm and another little Let's Play. Unfortunately, earlier today I was going to kick off some harvesting of some fields, but as you can see by the farm's weather today, it is raining and pretty heavily too, which is kind of annoying because it's actually stopping me from doing a harvest. And this is kind of annoying. It's kind of the prime part of the day and it's actually been raining for hours, and that is annoying. We don't fast forward time here on Pine Cove Farm, we just let it run naturally, so we're actually going to have to just wait for the weather to clear up, just like you would on a real farm. So unfortunately we're kind of stuck with this crappy weather that we have. So we actually have a bunch of fields which unfortunately we need to harvest. For instance, this field 5, field 4, 3, 2 and 7 all need harvesting, and you know we actually do have the harvesters in place almost ready to go in order to actually kick off the thing as soon as the rain stops. Quite literally, as soon as the rain stops on this farm, we will literally kick off harvesting of all of the annoyances that are basically all these fields that literally all come ready for harvest at the same time. It's literally, although kind of semi by design, it is unfortunate. Literally we have 5 fields. I kind of tried to stagger them so we'd actually have 3, 2 and then 2, but for some reason we ended up with with basically all 5 of the first set basically coming ready at the same time. So this is a little bit of a pain. So we have here harvester sat on field 4 ready to go, 1 on field 7, we have 1 on field 2 ready to go. Typically what I do is that once this one or this one is finished, it'll do 3. Here on field 5 we need to harvest the corn. I actually want it as corn this time. I have been doing it as chaff, but I do actually want it as corn, so I need essentially the corn grain for pig food. So I'm actually going to go up here and get our header. We actually replaced all our combines essentially a couple of days ago in game for new ones. We actually updated the mod that we use here, and it actually gave us new combines. We had to swap them all out. So what I'm going to do here is try and punch this round so I can get at the header attachment. Not the best way to do this, but it works. So we actually need to literally pick up and harvest everything today. Unfortunately as well, we've kind of missed the boat a little bit as well for the most optimal yield as well, because they're all on their 3rd phase of growth of harvest state. So unfortunately as well, this rain is slowing things down, so we might lose out more on the yield from these fields. But you know, we're going to get ourselves prepared, because get everything set up and ready to go. What we may actually do as a result is head on over and run a few little minor chores that we kind of still have to do, to be honest. One of which is actually we need to get the wool from the sheep, get that sold actually, because I think we've got a full trailer load. But we also need to kind of do a little task with the new production line that we wanted to get set up. We've been trying to get that kind of kicked off. I planted down a pallet box, sorry, a carton production placeable earlier down here on the lot that are right next to the lowland station. So we do have to get that thing up and running. So we have harvesters placed ready to go when the weather clears up on 4, 7, 2 and 5. 9, 1 and 3 will come after. We don't run more than 5 harvesters. We could actually drop this one ready to go, but this one is set up over here for that point. We do, as I say, we do have a few little jobs to do around the farm. We kind of have to run some wood chip from up here, and we'll need to run some soybeans to our soybean production, soy milk production facility here, and we probably do need to make sure the BGA is up and running okay. Earlier today we actually got Merville's back up and running, so if we just pop over there now, you can see everything is ticking along nicely. We have compost and manure on everything. All of the things are producing pumpkin pellets and all kinds of what have you, and these are getting sold as we speak. So I do need to do a few little tasks. So that's the first thing I think we'll sort of do, is I need to get a new IT runner. And what I kind of want to do is I kind of I need to check, this is the new one. So we actually have a new man truck mod that I dropped in today on the server. We'll be replacing all of our man trucks here with this one probably, assuming it works out for us. We have back attachers, we get our man aggregar wheels. This one needs to be in black because it's going to be a transport truck. A medium bumper. Purchase that and do that. The other thing we need to buy is a rigid frame truck. So this one here. So we need one of these. We want the Type 2 engine. We make sure we've got all of the attachers. Again, it's a transport truck, so we have it in black. Of course, we need the aggregar wheels as well, and let's set all those to black. And we need this flatbed attachment for this particular one as well. So we need one of these, and again, it just has to be in black. So this is actually needed up at the lumberyard, and around that sort of area. What I also may do, just trying to think if there was another thing we needed up there. I think for the moment we are okay. So let's just check out the shop now. The lift we need to reset to the yard. So I'm going to reset that to the yard, and I will just head to relevant spot. What I need to do is, there is a trailer, an IT runner trailer that I actually need to kind of unload, full of wool. So let's kind of I didn't want to do it there, whoops. Let's get this up to the spot. There we have that particular trailer, and let's swing this around. I think I've said this many times before, how much I prefer these IT runner type trucks to a semi. I just cannot get on with semi trailers and reversing, so I tend to enjoy more and spend less time swearing when I am driving one of these, unless it of course flips over. I had a small issue earlier on this afternoon where one of these drove into the ditch opposite the compost and got stuck, and that was incredibly frustrating. I eventually got it out of the hole, but it wasn't pretty. There was much swearing to be had, and it was a good job I wasn't streaming or recording that. So let's take this down here. I do want to kind of check something here, so I'm just gonna unload those and then I'm going to reload them. This is my homegrown auto load trailer, so it's not pretty, it just does the job. I have actually been working on another one for the IT runner, and I actually do need to maybe look at it later on today. In the meantime, I kind of want to pick these up. And I'm going to so I kind of want to avoid the one in the middle there, because that's one I think is being filled, and unless it's 100%, I actually don't think it will basically sell for much. May look like 4 bales in there, but it's probably about 80% full. So we've taken all of these on here. Now we do have a semi-trailer down by the entrance to the farm that actually has, I think, a trailer with literally all but maybe 2. Actually, no, they're not. It's not here. Where is it? Oh, I know where it is. Well, that's okay. I'm going to just unload these here, actually. And we'll have him pick them up in a minute. So let's just get the location for these and drop them down, and then we can just drop this under the out of the way anyway. Actually, what we'll do is we will just leave the truck in here. I'll probably swap this out for a grain trailer at some point, but that's that. I think the semi-trailer that I'm thinking of is there. Yes. So we do have a semi-trailer ready to go. Everything is full and almost. I think we can put 2 more on here. So what we'll do is we'll fill this up with 2 more, take these to sell, and I have a strange feeling we're in a great demand for Spiri. That's one of the reasons why I want to get these sold. So let's put this into work position, pick up 2 of these, and we're now officially full. Let's go and unload. So there are still jobs to be done around the farm when the weather's bad. For instance, today, this was such a beautiful day when I was on earlier. I actually recorded something, but unfortunately I have been setting up a fresh install of OBS, and I didn't get the settings quite right, and the quality of the video was terrible. It was very blocky and unable to see almost anything. So we're actually recording this today, a bunch of stuff today for the first time in 4K. So we've actually been recording a bunch of stuff previously in 1080p, but I kind of set stuff up in 4K in OBS. So somewhere around here is the entrance to the spinnery. Oh, what the hell? Ah, some punk actually hit us in the ass. That is the AI for you. So you're going to cause us so many issues. So let's just unload that, lock everything in. We're gonna try and unload this by driving over the point. So essentially, quite annoyingly really, that drop-off location is really small, and in order to actually hit it, gonna have to, or maybe you have to literally try and drag. No, it's a lorry. We won't necessarily get everything in there, and as well, that's actually, whoa, farming sim physics for you. I literally turned me around into an impossible position. This is so frigging annoying because it almost had it, and now we have completely lost it. That is actually pretty annoying. Are we close enough to actually lose anything in there? Oh, we do actually have some that are basically being sold. Just one, no, just essentially one pallet. That is kind of annoying. I literally had it spot on then, and quite literally, I don't know how I managed it, but literally I made it worse. Maybe we'll get more sold now, because we should have a whole bunch more in the actual zone. The issue is going to come actually with these ones at the front. So we're slowly selling those off. Here we are in our truck. We're just going to wait for them to sort of trickle through. If we had a loader or something like that, we could easily unload them into the spot, but this is actually just as good. Unloading all these bales of wool, making a nice bit of money. So we are selling off wool. So we've made 100k already on this wool. That's actually pretty good. See if we can get up a little bit further backwards and see if we can get the ones at the front as well. maybe we might not have to reset to get both sides. Fair enough, that's actually working out for us. Go selling a bit of wood. We're actually almost making back the cost of the vehicles we've just bought with these sales, which is actually pretty good. The actual price we're selling this for at the spinnery is let's have a look. Where are we? Wool. We're selling this for 7,000 per bale essentially. And we've got quite a few bales gone into the sale point now, and we have literally almost finished. We save up the wool, and there we are. We've sold all the wool. Let's take this back to the yard. We'll load it up with those last 4 bales that we basically left by the gate. We won't actually bring those to sell just yet today. I don't know where we're actually going. Kind of got turned around in this rain. That's fine. We're going to turn around, head to the main road, and head back to the farm. And there we go. That car literally, I think, went in a circle. So we shall just rocket ourselves down in the main road. You can see it is pretty terrible weather. The visibility is absolutely atrocious. But at least all the vehicles are getting washed. I don't wash my vehicles. I don't believe in washing them. It is a farm after all, and farms get dirty. And if you can't live with that, then hey, why are you farming? Kind of snaking around here like a mad driver. But I kind of want to slow down now because I need to turn. So let's drop this into work position and let's pick up these last 3 or 4 pallets, and we will actually drop our semi down here for the moment. I won't put it all the way back because it does make getting out very hard, and it's pretty crappy parking, to be honest. I do actually want to get rid of those trailers because they're not the latest version of the Universal Auto Load compatible, and they don't take HD bales. We will probably give them a bit of a wide berth. So we need to fill up the BGA, get that that process back up and running. We'll drop out of there. Let's have a look, see. We are actually full. So the BGA is actually completely full. So we do need to go through and essentially empty everything out. So first off, let's unload this because we have 50k of diesel to pick up. Let's check on the straw wagon here because that straw wagon, we can use that to unload the solid fertilizer if we can empty it out. And unfortunately we can't. But anyway, what we'll do is we'll actually drop this straw in here because we have a lot of straw in storage, so that's fine. If we need more, we have literally a million tons of the stuff. So I'm gonna pack this out and just casually drop him over here. That's him being filled up. We'll do the diesel last because we're going to start this arrangement here. Liquid fertilizer is essentially emptied out. So we basically use this quite funky little concept here. What we do is we take the front container and for some reason it's not letting me pick up. There we are. So we're in a multiplayer server, so right, so that's filling up the front container. And what we do is we switch now to the back container. We do refill mobile storage tank. So this little trick, basically we're filling up the front tank and at the same time we're refilling from the front tank the back tank. And that basically means we can take all 75,000 litres out of this in one go. It's quite crafty, little trick. As I say, it's going down really quickly. That one's filling up. So all we need now is the diesel wagon. We have no digestate in the BGA, in the little separator, I think it's called. So once we've emptied everything, we'll put some digestate in, and we can then kick that process off again. So we're filling up the diesel, filling up the side fertilizer. Actually, we've filled up the side fertilizer. Thinking we may not actually have a place to store this, because I think we've literally put it in every storage bunker we have for fertilizer. I think this one is full. Yeah, this one is full. I think these only take 250,000 litres, and I'm pretty sure. Let's try. Oh, it's allowing me to fill it, so maybe it takes more. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see in a little while with that update. Okay, we did actually need a tipper truck for a task. That task is essentially we need soybeans. So I'm going to take this out of the yard here, and I am going to take him back to the farm. Those are filling up, so whilst those are filling up, we will nip back to the yard and fill up our tipper truck. We need some soybeans to put into the soy milk factory. So we're starting up some production line, and one of the things we need for that production line is milk. So we're using the milk from the soybean factory, just because it's another production step. It uses some of the resources we've basically farmed. The soy milk for one, it produces pig food for us, which is kind of handy. It also produces slurry, which we've been using in the mixer on the BGA to actually make manure. This is filling up, so we'll leave that one there. That'll take a little while to fill. Let's head back over here. That's full. And let's back this over. Try to think if there's anything that needs diesel at the moment. The composter should be fine, and the storage over there had 100,000 in it, over 100,000 actually when I last checked earlier today. So let's unload this here. Let's just see what happened. That hasn't updated, so I am a little bit concerned what happened to our fertilizer. If that actually didn't fill in there, we basically just wasted a load. This stuff I'm actually going to sell. At some point, but I'm going to back this guy out to actually do that. Oops. Right, for the moment I'm just going to leave him in there because I do need to move this guy, and we can start the process off again by loading the digestate from here into the tank, and that will basically kick off the process. I'm pretty sure, if memory serves, liquid fertilizer cells over here, so let's go and sell this lot over here and get this turn is kind of tight, but we will make it. This is one of the only IT runners that doesn't flip over at the slightest whim. I think the centre of gravity on these is much lower, so it does actually not flip over as readily as the ones with the grain containers. The ones with the grain containers do kind of decide to flip over on a regular basis. So we're going to pass the composter, who's working away quite happily on whatever we fed it earlier today and yesterday. The liquid fertilizer cells is up here near the nursery, if memory serves. I think it is literally just on the corner as you enter the nursery. So we have a good load of there we go. So we actually have a good load of fertilizer to sell here. So we'll make this turn. Get this right, we should be able to unload the front. Fairly straightforward unload. So you're making some money. Good stuff. And let's get the next one done. So let's see how much left have we got. Just 6,000. Drive forward a little bit and get the second one. Whilst that's unloading, this one should be fine. Let's go back here to the thing. This is actually full now. We will actually need to probably do a harvest of soybeans. I'm not sure if we've got any on the field at the moment. We do fill up the soybean, the soy milk production facility with as much as we can, and we just let it ride. I don't think that we need to worry about any other fillings. We're driving across the field here because, well, we're lazy and we don't want to go on the road, but we can do that because it's our field, and we don't harvest this, we don't cut this grass, so that's cool. Let me just so we're out of soybeans on this facility. I do want to just kind of see on the percentages. One turn. That was a little unresponsive. We do need to empty out the pig food, but you know, we are completely empty on the old thing side, so we're getting a little bit of lag, which is kind of upsetting things. So this is going to stay here for a bit. We've filled this up and we're going to leave that there to unload that on a regular basis. So we do have this thing to actually set up. So first job is let's get the flatbed on the back, and kind of want to get the kind of positioning right and just drive backwards, attach, and we've got this little sucker on the back. These are really neat little trucks. They're not huge, but they are surprisingly handy and pretty quick and nimble too, and they're perfect for little jobs around the yard we've got down here because they're not too big, so they can get into some tight spaces. We've built quite a lot down here by the lumber yard, the carpentry and so on. We've built another sawmill, we've got a wood chip storage, we've got the pallet factory. We've basically kind of crammed a lot of extra stuff in here, and unfortunately it means that some of the turning areas are pretty tight. So that looks like we need to unload some pallets. So this is here for us to pick up things. So we need to unload that. What we're going to do actually is just leave him here. We're going to set this up to be pallets. We're going to put them into work position. Get that there. And the great thing about, I'm not going to pick up off the spot because there is an issue, and I think I mentioned this earlier. Unfortunately you'll never see that episode because I was actually doing some work on this lot, and because of the crappy video quality this episode won't be shown, but there is an issue when you kind of pick up from the board factory here, the sawmill, and this pallet factory off the pickup point, the spawn point. If you pick up something using an auto load fork, the thing doesn't register that you've actually cleared the decks, so it actually causes the relevant factory to stall until the next server reboot or the next time you can start the game. It is incredibly infuriating. It is terribly annoying. This is also the most annoying pickup spot there is because there's that horrible little lip. Earlier on when I was trying to clear it, I literally had to just drag the thing off the spot because I just could not get any purchase with the pallet fork. So hopefully this might actually just steal it off me. Yes, it has. Perfect. So that is why these treads are really handy. They keep working after you've unloaded. We have our little skid steer here, and we're going to have to buy another one actually to drop at the pallet factory, but this is our lumberyard skid steer, and this guy is full too. So we need to kind of oops, missed twice. How the hell did I do that? Well, I am not particularly good with a pallet fork, although I managed to have got it. back up. Get this guy out of the way. And we're storing these over here. Necessarily we're so worried about being so straight, but no, what the hell. Try. These are boards that sort of have uses elsewhere. So, no, that hasn't restarted yet. And that guy as well. So we just drop this down here. I don't know if he's registered or we've moved off the line a lot yet, but let me think. So let's do a quick check at our carpentry for beehives, and by the looks of it, the doors are closed, the lights are off. So we have another beehive to pick up. So we are probably actually going to pick up another one from this spot. So we've got 4. Take those and drop them into the existing hives, and the hives should then give us a bunch more stuff. So what we do need now is another skid steer. This is the classic loading equipment. We don't need the tracked one, and we just need a wheeled one. We do need a fork. This is our pallet fork. It's actually an auto-loading pallet fork. It's something that I put together. It's kind of an offshoot of the auto-loading front loader fork. So I kind of updated mod to add the capability to the telehandler and to the skid steer. Skid steer is pretty good around one of these things. So it's kind of a useful little tool. They aren't fast, but they do the job, especially on these little single pallets. So take this down. We're going to go down to the cardboard carton factory we placed earlier today. This guy's going to ram me, and annoyingly he literally kind of stops me dead. So we placed a carton factory earlier today, and we just need to check on its progress. It should have actually produced at least one. So on this lot we're coming past here, where we'll be dropping down the Savappo agro production line placeables. On that lot that we're just passing, we will probably drop down the dairy and sugar factory, are probably the ones that I will drop there. The greenhouses which we need, I'm not sure quite yet where I'm going to drop those, because they require compost, and I think compost, manure, and they need the cardboard boxes and pallets. I may drop them on this lot here, and I actually went past the point of entry. It's kind of hidden. So with the apparently there's a bridge down here. I'm guessing not. There is a crossing, but there's no bridge down here. So I will probably put the greenhouses actually on this lot here. And the reason for that is because it's nice and close to the cardboard box factory. So that's going to make life a little bit easier. So what we're going to do is pick this one up, and we're just going to pop this to one side actually. These boxes, you can tell they're finished because they've got a nice little blue ribbon around them. And I'm going to drop this just to the side here. I don't need it to be, I'm not going to put it on the placeable itself, so just in case there's any kind of unloading issues about the fact there's something in on the spot. Don't know why I can't unload this. So what we will do, stick it into work position. And the great thing about work position is it basically resets it if it's stuck. And then we just do unload, and we can then reverse out. So that's going to pick that up any minute as ready to go. And there we have it. One of the things I actually do remember, and actually this could actually be useful, is so these are the mods that we're going to be putting down. So these greenhouses we will possibly put on this lot here. The thing that I was actually just had a bright idea to use is there are two storage things, one for cartons and one for pallets. And I am actually thinking maybe of dropping this down, and we could do that. I think we need access to front and back. So let's turn this around. So just to see, yes, we do. So we need access to front and back. So what we're going to do is drop this down. Let's actually put this on the grassy verge here. No. Actually, I'm actually going to, if I'm going to test out a theory, let's just see how many of these we can actually stick here. One. We could actually put all three of those on that row. Now I think we need access to both sides. Yes, we do. We need access front, back, and sides. That is oomph. Okay, we can do it that way around actually. So we can get access to them. We do need a bit of space. I was kind of worried that we might actually have to use this spot here. So actually we can get away with not needing that spot. So I'm going to drop this down here, and I'm going to turn this little guy around and put him as close as I can to the side of the as close as we can actually to the side of the carton factory. And we could probably even put a pallet factory, pallet storage down there as well. So what we'll do is, the idea with this is you take your carton pallet like so. We will pick this sucker up. We can use auto load for this. We can then, what we do is just unload, and it drops into storage. and we're jobs are good, and as it were. So that's the first one of our production line actually kind of running. All of these I think are fine. They don't need anything currently. There's no tendering required. This has plenty of logs and wood chips. So it doesn't actually need wood chips. It's wood chips as an output. Our pallet is being created. The factory over there is working. I can see the lumber yard is working. So everything on this lot is literally functioning as it should be. Let's just hop back over here and check out our bees. So our bees are happily working away. We have one more box. What we've been doing here is we've actually been storing these. We're not been selling them. We're going to probably keep those around for a little while because I have a plan. I may drop down the honey milk placeable, which is part of the same slow bee pack that the beehives come from, and then we can basically take some of this milk or some milk and make honey milk with it. But for the moment we were going to leave this up front here. Now, so one of the things I want to do, and I actually kind of need a little truck that's up here. These I actually want to take somewhere, so I'm going to just nip back to the farm, and if I just exit this tractor because it's quite close to the spot I want, I placed down a placeable. It's by the same guys that do the placeable chain that we're going to build. It's a recent thing they launched last week, and it's really up and coming Easter thing. It's this thing. It is a call it a chicken house. Basically, you need water, grain, empty pallet, and you get some eggs. So what I'm going to do is actually set this running. I don't want to really have a too long let's play today, but I actually want to get this up and running because it's still crappy weather, although it has actually stopped raining, and I might just kick off all the harvesters as a result. I'm going to take some pallets back to the farm quickly, in between rain. Let's get these back to the farm. We can unload them by the chicken house and we can get some eggs. Now, one of the reasons I want to do that is because tomorrow's Easter Sunday, and the little pack that had the chicken house also has another building. This other building is an Easter egg painting shop, as it were. And it seems very topical that we might as well, we've got some eggs, why don't we, produce some eggs and make some Easter eggs, some nice coloured eggs to sell for Easter. And all they need is some eggs. And so what we're going to do is make some pallets of eggs and basically have some fun. So we're racing back to the farm in our super duper little aggro AR frame truck. It's actually really quick, nice. It's a nice little vehicle. Just passing the egg shops there next to the BGA there. In fact, it just fits nicely on the grass verge there. I did actually think about putting it at the end of the farm lane, and actually I might move it. I actually think I might move it to that corner, because after all, we are a farmer. We want people to come to the farm and basically buy our wares, and buy the BGA is a little bit of a kind of an annoyance. But let's move that. So I'm just gonna take this back here. There's a trailer in the way, but it's kind of unfortunate. I'm not sure actually where I need to unload the pallets. I think the partner unload is there. So let's take that, find the unload spot, which I think is literally this spot here, and let's do the unload. There we go. Both have been accepted. I'm going to just leave this by. Whoa, this is very took a little time for that to register with the server. As I was saying, we run this real time. The server basically, it's a multiplayer server, run real time. We don't get the benefit of courseplay or anything like that, so we have to do a lot of driving ourselves. Which is one of the reasons why we don't have like 50 fields, because we can't use courseplay on them all. Let's just find the little tractor up here. It has water. We need water for the I'm not sure what these will be used for any other production other than the Easter eggs, but it is a nice little topical addition to the map. A nice little egg production thing, and I'm not sure how we can get there we go. I don't know how much this takes. We have to, we'll get some more water. That was literally as empty, so let's go and grab some more. We want it to be filled up. Can't believe we literally got stuck on that little knobbly thing that's sticking out at the bottom there. It's kind of freakishly annoying. Let's just stop by the well. Shouldn't take long to fill this up. Well, it's only a small Joskin trailer. It's not as if it's one of the 50,000 litre IT runner trailers that we have. We have quite a few of those. We do use a lot of IT runner stuff on this farm, literally everywhere. I pretty much use them. They're my go-to truck. They can do anything. They're very flexible, as you've seen. Oh, interesting. We actually have an egg painter thing there, so I'm not sure why we have one over by the or what it is we've got by the BGA actually. I will actually go and check that in a second. I don't remember placing that one, but maybe I did. I suspect this only takes 10,000, and that's right. I'm just going to quickly pop over here because I am intrigued what it is I've placed down here. Ah, this is the sale point. So this is actually the sell point. So I actually do want to move this one. So this is the thing I actually wanted to sell. So I move. So I've got the egg painting placeable. So there's actually two, and I'll actually kind of set those up and show you in a second. But I'm going to move this. This is a sell egg. I'm going to need money back, but that's fine. So we actually want to be here. I'm going to just move this over here. Let me just move this out of the way. So let's kind of, so these are, so they're actually not in here. If memory serves, they are in miscellaneous. No, they're not. Okay. Maybe they are underneath here. Yes, so the cell egg facility is actually there. So we actually want to pop this. We kind of just want to have it actually by the road here, because we want people to sort of drive by and stop and pick stuff up, but we don't want it to get in the way of anything farm related. So it's nicely tucked away by the road. You just drive down with the truck and leave these by the side of the road and load our eggs, although we do have a tree in the way. Oh well, maybe we can just move that back a little bit. It only costs £1 €1 to actually. I don't know why we're on euros actually. I could have sworn I changed my client to pounds. Cell egg. Let's drop it actually. When we get it in the right spot, we can literally avoid causing any issues actually with we can pop it there. No, we can't. That's unfortunate. There's a nice little bit of road for us to use. See if we can angle this a bit and drop it here actually. There, actually that's better. That's actually fine. It doesn't kind of mess up the thing too much, and it's not getting, there's no heavy weeds and stuff, but that's perfectly fine. So this is a cell place for our Easter eggs and our normal eggs. We can drop them down here. So what I'm quickly going to do is kick off all of our harvesters. The sun has come out, the rain has stopped. We need to get these harvested before the end of the day, although it's saying we can't thresh during rain, which is annoying because it's not raining. Now that is kind of annoying. It's either going to start again, but that is telling us it's going to rain and it's not letting me do anything. Oh well. So we can't do that. So what we need now is a little tipper. And what we want is one of our S tippers. Ideally one that's not got anything in it. And they all have something in it, which is kind of annoying. This one's got stuff thing. Everything's full, so unfortunately we can't kind of unload anything. So what I'm actually kind of loath to do, but actually it's a good idea, we could do with another, is buy another little tipper. Pick green, wide tires, and purchase that. summary reset back to the farm. Oops, kind of wanted to reset it, not sit in it. Saves us having to move it ourselves. We are a bit lazy like that. Let's pop over here and get in it. I think we'll only need 10k of grain for the eggs. So what we will do is we'll pick up, I think we will go with, for want of a better grain, we will go with wheat. We've got plenty of wheat, so we can drop in 10k of wheat here or thereabouts, and we should be good to go. These tipper trucks are perfect around the farm. They are a very useful little tool. As you can see, they scoot around. They've got a nice tight turning circle, and we can literally do little jobs like this better than you could do with a front loader or similar. So much better and quicker. No, actually it took more than that. I wonder if there is a indicator in these to tell me how much it is full by. Oh, we could stick in another 10k. That's going to be producing eggs for us, so we actually could do 20k in this. So let's grab a little bit more. And drop it in. Actually put a little bit too much, but hey, what the hell. We can always drop it back in the silo. It's a great thing about having this big silo on site. That's a great thing about having a tasty little truck like this. Okay, so that's full up. Everything's good to go. It's going to get making eggs for us. So, woohoo! So we're still on the rain symbol, which I think is the reason why we can't do anything. If we've got the rain symbol, we are kind of stuck. Okay, so we have literally done a few chores whilst the rain has been falling. We have essentially done a little bit of soybean movement and cleared out the BGA, ready for the next lot of distillate processing to get us some diesel, fertilizer and the like. We have also kind of cleaned out our pallet production and our board production and our carton production, ready for the next phase. We've kicked off a little bit of egg production. We've checked on our bees, make sure everything's good there. And yes, we have done quite a few little jobs around the farm. I am actually just going to visit here and make sure this has got enough grain, because if it doesn't, we will need to do a grain delivery. We actually need to do a grain delivery. Okay, that's fine, and we'll arrange that later. We've sold some wool. We've done quite a bit of wool sales today, made a bit of money, bought a few little trucks and stuff to do stuff around the farm, or around the kind of extremities of the farm, essentially. And we've got everything lined up, ready to do the harvest when that time comes. when the little symbol allows us to. So with that, thank you for watching. It's a little bit of a long Let's Play. We're doing a lot of tasks today in the rain. So thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and you can see this sort of Let's Play and map reviews and mod reviews as the kind of content, and possibly the odd other game as well.